So Merrick fulfills the image of this early land boom developer, except he had a creative thread that most developers did not have. One of the things that I've always found very interesting, because I think they're object lessons of how to stitch together architecture and planning, are these villages. Each of them has such a unique story and such unique architecture. So the first one is the Norman village, that's off Lejeune. The next one would be the Colonial Pioneer Village, which is on Santa Maria Street. They reference a kind of vernacularized colonialism. And the best way to see an original, there's a wooden house built in the 1800s that's still standing and is very close to Pinewood Cemetery. So there are villages where the suburban condition prevails. The Pioneer is one of them. The Italian is one of them. Some of them have very small front setbacks, almost on the sidewalks. Yet they give you all the privacy and arguably a larger rear yard. They have low walls, but the low walls are not built uniformly, which the glue that holds the Chinese village together are two things. One is the beautiful Chinese wall. The other one are the two forms of plans deployed there. And that one is done by Murphy, the great scholar of Chinese architecture who taught at Yale. And then southward, very close to Cartagena Plaza, which we call Coco Plum Circle, there's the Dutch South African village, was designed by Sims Wyeth. And north of that on Hardy, we have two villages, both French. We have the country French village, which is on the east side of the Granada Canal. And we have the city French village, which is on the west side of the Granada Canal, also on Hardy. So the one on the west side is also a village in two parts. North of Hardy was designed by Mott Schmidt. Those are based on what they call 18th century French hotel particuliers. And then south of Hardy, by Goodwin, are houses that are French, but they are kind of vernacular and classicizing. So the villages were an alternative way to show how the same amount of land that you could put a suburban house in would yield more square footage without any loss in quality. And that's because of the artfulness. He sought out great talent to do these villages, and he kept his vision, I think, pretty sharply focused. So when I have guests, of course I tour them through Coral Gables. And I have to watch myself because I can easily turn it into a 3-credit class because I love the city and I love the architecture of the city. But thankfully, I've been doing that for over 40 years. The last 38 years, I've done it here in Miami. And I'm a lifelong Cane. I love the university and I love the city. I live in Coral Gables and I work in Coral Gables.